True. It's true, Rubaz. You did come for the sweaty bird farming. Which we'll be doing. We'll be adventuring to the lands of the plane of sky in order to farm birds in a very sweaty way. It's true. It's true. We probably don't need this Acrylia Cavern zone anymore. We're going to go up here to this plane of sky place. And we're going to go there and we're going to farm a title. Title that I have not gotten yet. When this was content, I didn't really go here very frequently. It was not really my thing. I know a lot of people farm the ever-living daylights out of this zone. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna farm ourselves a sweaty bird farmer title. Okay. So I mean we're bringing the mage, enchanter, druid, and yeah, it's pretty basic. It's pretty basic. It's a pet build. It throws dots out there. Yeah, it's about time you didn't do that, Dean. Good gravy. All right, where's my boy? Hey, Siren, what's going on? I need you to convert these two items into keys for me, okay? Give. I need you to convert this one. Give. Okay, now we've got both of those keys. About time. What's going on, Dean? How are you doing? What's new with you? Aside from rolling dice constantly to hurt yourself. Holy criminy. Look at them all. They're all on one side. Screw it. Let's see if he can do it. Go. No guts, no glory. Oh, God. Never mind. I forgot how insanely strong pets are. The worst. Doing good, man? Hell yeah. I'm doing good. Doing pretty good. Just chilling. Cold, chilling like a villain. We are, we're trying to, I really want to get this dang title. It's a title that I haven't gotten in a long time, and I'm actually I'm gonna record it as well. Because I want to make a little video about some of the less known ways to earn titles. Because there are some weird ones in the game. And I'm not sure if everybody's really aware of some of these titles. This was a hidden title that they added in because when this content was classic, like when we were actually in this content as being the main thing, this was found to be a permanent EXP farm. And so people would just basically AFK up here in an effort to, you know, level items, level themselves, get AA. Back then, AA were really slow. I mean, significantly slower. If it was considered like a myth for you to be able to get, you know, 80, 90 AA an hour, you know, kind of thing. Whoa, Mulligan's Gaming Pub. What's up, baby? 9 months. Does this mean we're having a baby? Where are you? I am in Plane of Sky. Where are you? Where are you? Fortunately, this should go pretty smooth. That freaking Mage Epic pet is just an absolute brute. Finely woven. I should loot some of this. Although, I guess, no, I shouldn't. Because there's so much of it that you can loot. And if you loot it all, you're going to have very, very full bags. Very full bags. So we got to get up to Aviac Island, okay? Aviac Island is where the Spearrock Lord is. And while we're on that wonderful little Spearrock Island, god damn, these new, I don't know if I like these harpy things. So on this island, things start to get a little weird, a little crazy. little wild because he just instantly respawns when you kill him. And so that's why people are able to essentially stand over there. They can just AFK and just kill things never-endingly. Pet builds were notorious for this. Pet builds have been pretty notorious for doing all kinds of wild stuff for long periods of time. However, what they did is they ended up lowering the XP that the NPC gave, and then they made the Sweaty Bird Farmer title. A couple of people got caught exploiting this, and got really interesting rewards as a result. Things like getting thrown off from the island, people waking up and just being dead. There's a lot of really wild stuff. This was also, people didn't know at the time, but this was also a way that you could get a lot of your spells that were post 50 because they dropped here, even though they technically weren't supposed to. So, the, like, Kunark and Velius spells dropped here because they didn't realize to take them off the drop lists. And so when this was like, when we were going through Classic, you could just come up here and you could get all these spells before you even went to, like, before you even engaged or decided that you were going to do anything weird. You could come here, win stupid prizes. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of that stuff. It's been pretty typical for quite a while. Where people have kind of engaged in sort of weird and wild stuff where, like, you know, they get back at the people who are sort of quote unquote cheating. My pets are just destroying stuff. I don't like, hi, what's going on, guys? How are you doing? Look, and Siren. And it's Siren. And then we give Siren the figurine. Okay, little animal figurine. Boop. He gives me the key. And we go over here. And we click up to the next island. Now, there's some really fun things with this island you can do too. This is the Keeper of Souls Island. So it has some really interesting ways that you can spawn multiple Keepers of Souls. You can actually, what they call it is cooking more than one. But we're just here because we need to get to the next island after this one, the Aviac Island. So we're just going to burn through all of this stuff, and we're going to try and get there as soon as possible. And you'll notice that as you kill these, they pop new ones, and then they pop new ones, and then they pop new ones. These ones actually, so you see, this is your key piece, okay, your bird whistle. And then there's so many different quests from Plane of Sky. There's also a lot of haste belts. Some of the haste belts are really good too. Dragonhide Mantle, that actually used to be a craft into a really good ranger. Really good ranger, what was it? Shoulder piece. Swirling Sphere of Color, I think that's for the Druid and... I think that's for the Druid and Ranger Epic. I might loot that one. I just want to go through, maybe loot a couple of the Epic items. I don't need to loot a whole bunch of them. If we see the Necro, there's an item that can drop for Necros. If we see that, then we'll grab that too. But what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to run around and kill all this stuff. This guy is for the Shaman 2.0 or 1.5. One of those. Actually, it might even say on the map. No, it doesn't. But the Eternal Spirit is for the one of the Shaman epic items. Not the 1.0, though. And basically, we can just burn through. We can kill all this stuff. Get off my lawn. Bird whistles. Ivory pendant. Ooh, a Sphinx hide. I don't remember what that crafts into. There's a couple of items up here that were really good clickies to have later. Hey, Pragmatic, how are you doing, man? How goes it? Ooh, a legendary Shadow Knight belt. So you can see, like, this is a legendary one. It's got some nice little base heroic stats. I think if we, legendary Treant Fists, too. 28. That was really good in Classic. Really good. But I think if we come through and we try to, like, do some of this stuff, like, I want to create another account where we just, like, do a challenge with that account. And I think it'll be a lot of fun if we go through and just do, like, the normal... When we do solo self-found, we go through and we do, like, the normal progression. Or maybe we do the exploration, right? We were talking about doing the exploration. I don't know. I think those could be some really fun ideas. I also, I've been thinking about making a channel redeem where you guys could, like, give me, essentially, like, different things that we would do as a result. So if you guys wanted me to, you know, play this character without, I think this is the monk one. Nope, that's the rogue one. If you wanted me to play a certain character, but by playing that character, I had to do so and take my weapons off and level it all the way up. 1 to 65, solo self-found hardcore, no raid targets. I mean, that could be Centaur. That could be a really great idea, right? I want to make sure we're good. We're live over there. That's all going. Yeah, I mean, I think that could be a really cool thing to do, Centaur. You'll have to explore and see so many zones. Yeah. I mean, I agree. I think that that's kind of what I want to do. I think that that's part of the fun, part of the exploration, right? Essence harvester over here. These guys look cool. Also, it just occurred to me, normally your pets actually take different form in Plane of Sky. But I guess maybe not on THJ. I thought they did, though. I thought they turned into, like, wisps and stuff. Please keep the hardcore part. It slows things down and makes you farm more. Yeah, for sure. I mean, no, we've done hardcore before. Frontier. Baba, what are you doing? Nah, he's barking out the window. Keeper of souls. There we go. Hit him with the bees. And he's dead. Cool. Now we can go get Siren. Wait, Black Silk Cape. I think this is for the Epic. I'm pretty sure that's for the Necro Epic. We'll loot that too. And then we should have a little Siren guy over here. And then we're going to give him a little bird whistle. Boop. And then we're going to go up to this next one. And so this is where the sweaty bird farmer comes in, okay? This is where the sweat begins, okay? What you do is you gracefully sneak your way around like this over to this little bird Spirok Lord, okay? Jesus, Mary and Joseph. It's going all right. Well, that's good. That's good. So, if you kill this guy, a couple things. He drops not one, but 2 different epic pieces. So, if you have extra bag space, which we kind of do, maybe I'll actually, while we're waiting for him to die a couple times, maybe I'll summon new bags. It didn't occur to me that as a mage, I could summon those good bags on this character, and I just haven't done it. So we'll probably do that. But yeah, this guy, you kill him. He aggroes some other birds. Whatever. Who cares? Nobody cares. That's the answer. You should. There is an order that you're supposed to kill the birds in. We're not worried about it. When we kill him, he's going to die. He's instantly going to respawn. All right. Nearly instantly. Shiny Pauldrons. Cleric. That's for the healing 5. Do you think this build will eventually be able to solo Saru and Zeb? This build that I'm playing? Absolutely. It can solo hard mode Saru, hard mode Zeb. This build is really, really strong, actually. It's insanely strong. Things that I'm not doing right now is I'm not casting. I don't even have Reptile because I'm not 60. But between Reptile and you can charm the frog in Plane of Time, it gets pretty bonkers pretty quick. And so now that we've done that, okay, and I'm gonna tell you this. They've reduced the amount of XP that he gives. I don't even know if he gives any XP, actually. 97. Yeah, see, he doesn't give any XP. So they reduced his XP because people were doing this trick. Okay? Where they were basically just sitting here. We might as well loot one of these. Where they were basically just sitting up here, AFK, and they were just letting him aggro, and then their pets were killing him, and they were just doing that over and over again. And so in order to obtain Sweaty Bird Farmer, you have to kill this guy 100 times. And that's where that title came from. Is because in Classic, people were literally just sitting here AFKing, letting their pets just kill him over and 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 over again. And that was literally, like, that was the entirety of it. People just did this. And they just sat here. They'd kill him. He spawns. They'd kill him. He spawns. I'm going to loot some of these items. I don't know if you guys are interested, but if any of you guys are want to do the Warrior Epic or the Shadow Knight Epic, he drops pieces for both of those epics. The Spearhawk Wingblade for the Warrior Epic, and he drops the Blade of Abjuration for the Shadow Knight Epic. And you can literally just sit here. And so we have to kill him 100 times to get this title. And I have not actually gotten this title yet. So, good times had by all. So what's going on, guys? How are you doing? We've got a lot of kills ahead of us. I'm not really gonna try and count them. I'm sure it's a lot. That's what I'll say. I'm sure it's a lot of kills. There you go. That's how many did we get? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 Warrior Epics worth of swords now. And this is literally all they'd do. They would just sit here, and they would just let this freaking guy attack their pet. Is he the best AFK XP? He actually gives no XP, or like nearly no XP. He gives less than 1%. Even like less than 1% AA XP. Because people were AFKing here. This was the classic AFK camp. They had to change it. Because people were exploiting the crap out of it. Yeah. Man, people don't appear to be able to give these Swords of Truth away. And you can see you can just keep going. And like I said, so you have to kill him 100 times. It's too bad I don't have like a parser, like a way to see how many times that we've killed him. I'm going to keep looting this, though, until we have a backpack full. I haven't seen him drop the Blade of Abjuration yet, though. I don't know how... Let's see how much these go for. Oh, I mean, not like a ton, but it's money. We're in the plane of sky. Why aren't you running the THJ log parser? No real reason. Probably because I'm terrible at this game. Probably because I'm terrible. You know? Just terrible, terrible, terrible. We don't need to run no parser. Parsers are for good players, and we're not good players here, okay? We're terrible players. Oh, we don't even hit Frenzy? Ah, we don't even hit freaking Mighty Strike while we're fighting. We're the worst. If anybody has a warrior and they want to do a warrior epic, it can be really good, actually. The warrior epic can be really, really good because it's a clicky rune, for those of you who don't know. So even if you're like level 65 or whatever, it can actually still be a really good item to do just because it gives you like, it's an instant cast and it gives you a little immunity for a short period of time. It also looks really good. The warrior epic is one of, I might be biased, I might be partial. The Jedi looking pets are pretty hilarious, yeah. And honestly, I think this is one of the, obviously because you have to come up here and do this, it's a little bit of a pain in the neck. But a majority of the warrior epic is pretty easy now. And this is literally, we're going to get this title. We're going to get this title, boys and girls. It's just going to happen. Once I get this, once I loot this last sword, I'm just going to let it happen. Oop. All right. I'm not going to loot anymore. We're just going to watch it happen. So, on the flip side of that, guys, while this is happening, like while we are getting our title of the Sweaty Bird Farmer, this is literally what used to happen, by the way. This is, you know, people would just AFK right here, and they just sit here, and they just wait. And it would just happen. Just sit here, continue to sit here, continue to sit here, and literally just boom, 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 dead, dead, dead. Come on, I'm right. I was going to say, I'm right here, hit me. So, where did I put my pad? Okay, so this is a shorter stream today. We are going to end at 6, but we're going to end at 6 because I'm trying to do videos. I really want to get these videos out. And I have been busy / procrastinating far too long. And we have actually, I wrote, where is it? Is it over here? Is it over here? Is it over here? No? No? Where the hell did I put that file? Where the hell? What in Sam Hill? Good gravy. Meat sauce. Warrior Epic looks really nice. I use them for glams. Hell yeah, you fault. Yeah, they look really good, dude. It's one of my favorites. By far. Wow, EM are going for a decent penny now. Looks like I need to cash in. Yeah, you know, I've heard different speculations on it. Some people are saying that it's one of those things where, you know, not a lot of people, not a lot of people are really like putting the time in, and not a lot of people are donating to the server anymore. So basically the EUM are drying up. That might be true, but I also did see that there's several people who are on the bazaar who are selling for like, you know, they've got like multiple thousands of EOM, which you got to look out for because those guys are obviously buying up all the supply, right? So we're gonna let this happen, and so this is what I've got. I would like to make a short about hidden titles. What do we think? Yay or nay? A little short, like a 60-second. It wouldn't even be 60 seconds probably, but it would be like, here's a hidden title in the game. Did you know about this one? This is how you get it. Here's another hidden title in the game. Did you know about this one? This is how you get it. And it would be like just a little short. And it would be like clipping in between, like, here's a title. Here's how you get it. Here's a title. Here's how you get it. Because there's multiple. There's quite a few, actually. So, like, for instance, are any of you guys, some of you guys may know this one by now, but do any of you guys know about the Hunter of Catgirls? You guys know about the Hunter of Catgirls and how you get the Hunter of Catgirls title? See? There you go. You go to Kara Isle and you start murdering cat people. And when you murder 1,000 cat people, you get that title. And then you just keep murdering and you'll get Slayer of Catgirls, Destroyer of Catgirls. Yeah, it's true. It's true. My wife just said, "What the hell?" Slayer of Slimes. There you go. All these follower titles. I have a bunch of the codes for these follower titles. I could probably put those in a video as well. Do you want to run around with Level Up Larry title? Do you want to run around with a Dirty Old Socks or Broken Stoic or Variety Void or Valoroth Secrets? Reyna. Reyna's got a title. I mean, there's a ton of different stuff that's in the game. I mean, look at all these titles. More titles. Lord Inquisitor, you know, for those people who are out there haven't killed Saru yet. And you actually have to get the killing shot on Saru in order to get that. Like, your pet can't get it. Nothing like that. Has to be you. All right, so another one that I was another video, and I think this could be a short as well. Money making tips and tricks. How to just make a ton of cash for just going through and like things you can do like once a day. I got a risk taker title last night for gambling with the Halfling and Bazaar. There you go. Boom. So again, I think the money-making tips and tricks would be like a short video, and it would just be something little so that people could watch, and I would flip through like, you know, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. And again, that would be like a 60-second video. Another idea. Items to make your life easier. Items in the game that are just gonna, like the Warrior Epic. Like what I was just going over with the Warrior Epic. Like, this is how you go through and you can get items that give you, like, if you're a solo self-found person, or if you're you know, if you're playing an enchanter and you didn't know that the enchanter epic click actually gives you spell haste that stacks on top of the server spell haste. How many of you guys know? Do you guys know that? What is this EQ hub? Yeah. No, you don't kill Vashir. You kill Kara specifically. I need a top 10 key things needed to solo Zeb, like Aug's equip. So the problem with doing like top 10 key items that you need to kill Zeb is that it's going to differ for every single class combo. Because every single class combo engages him differently. But we could do videos. I don't know if I could do that, like a 60-second video, but I could do like a tactics to kill Zeb video. Like, this is how you should, if you have Shadow Knight in your build, this is how you abuse, Mortal Coil to kill Zeb. This is how you, if you're a druid, I'm not a druid, I'm sorry. If you're an enchanter, this is how you abuse the frog to kill Zeb. If you're a, what do we got? If you're a warrior, this is how you use Blade Guardian on anything. Blade Guardian's stupid. You can double up, for those of you who don't know, you can double up Blade Guardian and you can get essentially 60 seconds of absolute immunity while you just crush stuff. Reyna, whoa, raid with 16 viewers. Holy smokes, Reyna, how are you doing? I saw your base. I explored your things. I was this far. I got attacked by like 40 zombies in 7 Days to Die. And I was like this close to dragging the entire zombie horde over to Reyna's base. I was like, and it was like day 27 too, so we were about to get a blood moon again, so she would have had to like scramble to get everything put back together. But I didn't. So you should have. Yeah, maybe next time. Reyna, thank you so much for the raid. And let me just give you a little shout out. Boys and girls, if you don't already, Reyna's a member of the stream team. She's an absolute delight. Reyna has been doing big things playing over on 7 Days to Die. She's been playing a lot of other games. Reyna, have you talked about like the game you're gonna stream, or you just got approved to? Lost Hub, what's up? Fun sad fact I learned the hard way. When you're a shaman, don't use Spirit Guardian on your warrior partner as you run into engage Zeb. Oh, did you learn that, did you? Whoa, Osiris, 23 months. Good gravy. We're both old, man. Reyna. Not yet. I mentioned I had another one, but didn't say much more. Ooh, okay. Well, I'll leave it a secret. I don't want to blow you up there. Shogun, don't let Reyna use explosives. Why not? Tell us a story, Shogun. What was Reyna doing with explosives? Did she blow up the base? Just you wait, man. I'm seriously, I was like this far away. Well below, thank you so much for the lurk, baby. Just so everyone knows, well below is lurking. Okay? In case you didn't know. Now you do. Now you do. So I've got the hidden titles. She set our chem station on fire. Oh, God. Well, you know, listen, when you're cooking meth, sometimes that happens. Look at all these dead Spear Rock Lords. They're all dead. Here, look, we can loot them. No. 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 I thought that was you. What? What do you mean? Cost of good? Yeah. Well, you know, listen, sometimes you got to take risks. It pays off in the end, though, right? No Blades of Abjuration? What? Holy smokes, Miss Lost Hub with a sub for 3 months. Thank you so much. Lost Hub with the sub. Choo choo, we got the hype train going. Booyah. Ooh, wait. Oh, no, that's high quality raiment. For a second there, I was like, ooh, are we getting more of the Necro epic piece? But no, that drops on the last island. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate the subs, and thank you for getting that hype train off. Getting the hype train off. Well, you know, that's not how I meant it, but since we're there, you know, thanks. Sounds like a good time. Dove slippers. Doves. Oh, there we go. There's a blade of abjuration. Damn, that thing is a little rarer, or more rare than I thought. Oh, golden coffer, too. That's kind of wild, actually, that it's being that rare. I really do appreciate it, guys. I don't know, you know, last week we played a lot of different games. It's been good to be back on THJ. And I do think that in the future we'll be playing THJ and many other games. I think at this point I might just like, I don't know, like, should we even be worried about THJ shutting down at this point? I don't know. I don't know. Should I make a video, guys? No. I just think that, like, at the end of the day, like, we've gotten to this point now where it's like, I mean, more content would be good. That would be nice. But I don't think the worry needs to be whether or not the server's going anywhere or not, because it appears that it's not going anywhere, you know? That's just my 2 cents. Ah, dang. It's crazy how rare that stuff is. Oh, guys, Lost Hub. Lost Hub's going. He's lurking. Just so you know. Don't tell anyone. All right? It's a secret to everyone. Wink. Love you, Lost Hub. So, all right. So we've got some shorts. Hidden titles, money-making tips and tricks, items that make life easier, tribute, and you, where we explain the tribute system. Where the NPCs are to donate your tribute. How to use tribute. How to gain more tribute points. What in the tribute system is worth doing versus what's not worth doing. Yay? Nick says that would be cool. And then tips and tricks to kill Zeb. I still hope Daybreak Games picks the server up as an official server. And the crew gets a majority of the subs, a win-win. Yeah, I just don't think, I don't think that's going to happen. Honestly. But until Kata just decides to delete tribute. Do what Nick says! Twist your dick! Yeah, I mean, maybe Kata gets rid of it at some point. I don't think he'll be allowed to. That's one of those things that I think Aporia will prevent him from doing. Although Aporia will go on vacation or something and he'll come back and tribute will be just, it'll be gone. Only into Twitch. Ah. Understood. Understood. I need to, like, can I not move that over? Wait. Oh, yeah, I can. Okay. You just have to go through and do it. You just have to do it a little bit differently over on Twitch there. Or Kick, rather. So, okay. Hidden titles, money-making tips and tricks, items that make life easier, tribute and you, tips and tricks to kill Zeb. What else? What other videos might be helpful? What do you feel like you guys struggle with or did struggle with? Hype train ended level 1. Thank you so much, guys. Really do appreciate it. Really appreciate the subs. Means a lot. Goes a long way. Boom. All right. For those of you who are just joining, We are killing the Spearrock Lord 100 times in order to obtain the title Sweaty Bird Farmer. Yes, big sexy boy broken. Yeah. A solid path for solo self-found hardcore on which zones to start, what to build first for items, etc. So Nick, how would that video look to you? If playing a bard with SSS Epic, Tribute really needs a disclaimer that Epic Warn focus effects is greater than all Tribute buffs, so don't waste points. That's fair. This live. Poteen, yeah, it's an emulated server, Poteen. It is called, it's called The Hero's Journey. Yeah. That command is gone. No, you're lame. I love you. Sag? Aw. Not Sag. Yeah, Poteen, it's a custom server where you can actually play 3 classes at once. So you don't have to just play one. And as you can see, we're in the plane of Sky, and we're just soloing the Spearrock Lord right now at level 55. We've got a little mage epic pet here who's just crushing him. And by doing this 100 times, we will get a title, a special title unlock it's called Sweaty Bird Farmer. And it's a hidden title that's on the server. Sorry, I'm asking a Poria question real quick. Sweaty Bird Farmer here. And Reyna. All right. Reyna, they usually do like, if you're still in here, they usually do like 1 o'clock my time. Because a lot of the team is in California. It's really weird because like half the team is in Florida and the other half of the team is in California, which is kind of a pain in the ass, but it is what it is. Usually an hour or so meeting. It's been like up to 2 hours sometimes. Yeah, no, that's a good one. So when we discuss Tribute, I wrote down the Bard stuff. So, okay, so we've got those videos. Do you guys, Nick, wait, I think it was Nick, right? Yeah, Nick, can you tell me, like, what kind of, when you say a solid path for solo self-found hardcore on which zones to start and what to build first for items, etc. Do you have like what do you think that would look like? Like what in your personal opinion, like what are you thinking are you thinking that that's like a long form video where you go over like each class and like what you'd want to go into? Would you look at like different types of gear? I mean, there's a lot of different stuff. It's hard to like define one path when there's like a lot of combinations. And obviously there's like safe paths as opposed to like dangerous paths. I typically start in the same zone no matter what the trio is. Yep. But like if you're asking about gear, and like a lot of the gear doesn't necessarily like jive between all of the class builds. All right, just to frame this for you guys, for how many times we've killed the Spirok Lord so far, I don't even know how many times it is, but for how many times we've killed it so far, we've gotten 8% XP. 8% AA XP. So don't come here thinking this is XP farm. Move from one area. Yeah, that makes sense. You can still do one path as in listing zones by level type and the notable drops from zones. Not every drop, because some drops are just meh. So, so that's a long form video. Jerry Kim, what's going on? How are you doing? Little shout out to the YouTube boyos. I'm not saying that this is a bad video idea either. I'm just trying to like wrap my head around the concept or the way it would work. Solo self-found for Pally with Slay Undead would be a great short. Like a path to go for Paladin leveling. Raina, I've got one for clickies. So you weren't here when we were just going over it. So we've got one for hidden titles. Right? We've got a video for hidden titles, another video for money-making tips and tricks, items that make life easier, tribute and you, a tribute guide, a tribute to a tribute guide, tips and tricks to kill Zeb. So, like, if you have a certain class, like what skills and tactics that you can exploit, or clever use of game mechanics to kill Zeb easier, be able to solo him. Path for Slay Undead. So, like a video on how to level up a paladin while slaying the undead. Any other ones? I know we were talking about this. I'm trying to figure out what I would call this video and how I would look at it. So a solo self-found like progression guide, right? How to play Call of Duty. Okay. Hold on. Switching to Twitch account. All right, Jerry. Sounds good. You're driving and you're switching to, okay, just be careful. All right. How to play Call of Duty. An EverQuest short. No. This is funny. I know what I'm gonna do. Welcome back, jerk. Welcome back, dude. So, you could do like, this is just spitballing, but how to play Call of Duty, and then I would show myself uninstalling Call of Duty and then loading up EverQuest. What do you think? Yeah, it'd be a great short. Driving in Twitch is smart because use audio only Steam. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I actually sometimes do that. I like plug my phone into my car and then I load up Twitch on my phone. Although the Twitch phone app is poopy. Sounds like a good idea on how to play Call of Duty. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. Man, we've only seen one blade. Oh, there's another one. Two. We've seen 2 blades of abjuration this whole time. Boom. I'm a shithead and I love humor at the risk of me being only one laughing. Listen, stop. I think it would be hilarious. I think it would be a funny little short. You know, some shorts are about outreach and some shorts are just about fun, you know? I think that, like, I'm gonna be frank, okay? I think I've noticed some differences in myself. I've been doing it. Birds aren't real. Birds aren't real. Birds aren't real. The sweaty bird farmer. Guys, birds aren't real. Mossy Wiggins, the sweaty bird farmer. We got the title. We got the title. That's 100. That's 100 Spearhawk Lord kills. I can't think of anything that's actually worth doing on this in here anymore. So we're just gonna run off to the side here. We got 2 blades of abjuration and 100 kills. We got countless. I don't even know how many Spearhawk blades we got, but we only got 2 blades of abjuration. That's crazy. This is for the Shadow Knight epic. As far as you are Mage Crown. Yeah. Shogun! I have an Android head unit. Oh, interesting. All right, so we did that. Good, good, good. Boys and girls. Great news, everyone. We've got a sweaty bird farmer and birds aren't real. I'm sorry, Android is now giving head? Yeah, that's right. Step away from Apple. It's going to be better. All right, I'm just writing on my little list here. Birds aren't real. Sweaty bird farmer. Okay, let's see here. All right. Do you guys want to see a few things? You guys want to see a few things that maybe maybe you didn't know about? A couple other things maybe you didn't know about? How many of you guys have done the Ring of Fire event? You know what the Ring of Fire event is in Acrylia? Actually, let me sell all this crap first. I'm sure some of you have done it. But the Ring of Fire event is actually where you get these. The fungus-covered vial, okay? Which I think is a really important item if you are playing a class that does not have Remove Greater Curse. So if you are playing a, you know, whatever the case may be, if you're playing some class that doesn't have access to that, I didn't mean to sell that, but whatever. I guess that's fine. All right, need all those, need all those. That's all good. We've got all that. Noisemakers, the key. Oh, was I doing? I was doing the... Oh, I was doing 2 Druid Epics so that I could give one to Reyna. Wow, I forgot about that. Jesus. Damn, that was a while ago. ADHD, real bad. Real bad. Real bad. We're going to go to Acrylia Caverns, though, and I'm going to show you the Ring of Fire event. This is a really important event, and you can make a lot of money doing this. But don't listen. Don't tell anyone, okay? This is a secret between just you and I. This is our little secret, okay? Don't tell your parents. I mean, don't tell Kata or Aporia, okay? Those are the rules. The rules. You guys got to listen, because these are important rules. All right. Show me your Ring of Fire. Well, it doesn't start off as a Ring of Fire, you know? It doesn't start off that way. It turns into a Ring of Fire, okay? First, you got to go through the hole, okay? You go in the hole, all right? And then you go to this Grimling Forest. Yeah, it's a forest, because we haven't shaven. And then what you do, okay, is you go up here, and then you take a right, okay? You take a right. You go this way. We're going to the Acrylia Caverns. Crazy place. Crazy things happen. I farmed the shit out of there. Yeah, it's a really great place to farm. Actually, there's a lot of different fun events. God, who was it? I'm trying to think of the dev who got it working. Truth. It was Truth. That's who it was. Truth, before Luckland came out, like, busted Hump and got all of these events working. For those of you who don't know, these events don't even work on live EverQuest. These events do not work on live EQ. My doctor told me that was chlamydia. Yeah, well, you know, listen. Maybe it is. Maybe you get both, okay? Both, you know? Maybe you just win everywhere. Oh, Jesus. Maybe you just win all the things. Come on, pets. Go get them. Do those events are back on Mangler, but not since then? Really? All the events were working on Mangler? Maybe they've since fixed it. I know they didn't work for a really long time. Boof with them nuts? I mean, what? Listen, don't boof nuts, okay? Nuts don't belong in butts. Sometimes they might, like, say hello to butts, but they don't belong in butts. It's not what you do with those things, okay? Not safe. Consult your doctor. I mean, that was many years ago at this point, so I have no idea if they broke it again. Ah, I see. So this is an item that I want to list on the good old come on, get these guys. Really? Oh, see, we're getting XP again. We're getting XP. It's like a minor miracle. Oh, it's the named. It's the named bear. I don't remember what he drops. Apparently nothing. Apparently he drops himself. All right, so what we're gonna do? All right, we're gonna hail this little nerd right here. We're gonna hail him. We're gonna do respawning, okay? And then we're gonna go ready. Zeb killer. That's a Zeb killer, in case you didn't know. Zeb Killer. Zeb Killer. That's you. Oh, well, hello there. Come on, kill everyone. Actually, we can just pull all of this. Mage pets are great. By the way, mage pets are busted. Do you guys know that mage pets can literally taunt from everywhere? Are you ready? Do you want to see something crazy? Look, watch everything that I grab. Run back to my mage pet. Don't tell Kata, okay? Don't tell Kata. This is how you AoE. All right. All right, you guys want to know? You guys want to know the secrets? All right. Pet cucks don't AoE very well at all. In fact, they're goddamn terrible at it, right? If you just put Coral Hilted Tulwars or Feyguard Blade Catchers or some, it doesn't matter. Whatever the hell AoE weapon you want on your mage pet, and then you turn your mage pet on taunt, your mage pet will literally taunt anywhere in the zone. You can just run around like an idiot, and your pet will literally just grab everything. But don't tell anyone. It's our secret. Don't tell your parents. And then you just stand in this little thing here. Okay? Stand right here. These little dudes spawn. Okay? And then the possessed corpses spawn. In Fun Trick, I stumbled on in ROF. Mount a horse inside to pause timer. Seems like it has to detect feet on the ground. Interesting. Can you show the map? Right here. Okay, so you zone in right here. You zone in right here. And you go through here. And then you go to the ring of fire. Literally a straight shot. You go in, turn right, and just go straight. And you'll get there. Oh, because we're a druid. I didn't even think about this. I can see, like, everything. That's crazy. You know, I actually don't think I ever killed Kadi Shah on this account. I don't think I've ever... Because, like, I went to go do this event, and it was broken way back when. I don't think I ever went back to do it. Huh. So, you don't see me paying a whole lot of attention, but basically you just sit in this little guy here. If you leave the ring, okay, also what's going on, Gradix? If you leave the ring, then it stops the event. Then you lose, okay? So don't leave the ring. You gotta stay in. Sometimes, like, loot might go out here, especially if you have pets. But if you just stand here, okay, like this, this is what happens. It's not a fast event. It's not like, honestly, I'm going to be straight up with you. I don't think this is worth, I know a lot of people are going to see this and be like, oh, AFK farm. It's not really worth AFK farm. The event is kind of slow, if I'm being honest. So watch how long it takes by the time I kill those. Okay. So now I'm just standing here. Still standing here. And those are dark blue. They will eventually go up in level. But because as you do 5 waves and then a boss spawns. And then you do 5 waves and then a boss spawns. And once you do 5 bosses, a bigger boss spawns. And then it goes through. So pleased they made the cure pots no longer lore. Yes, e-fault. No joke, dude. Riveting content, honestly. Well, Omni, we can't all be as entertaining as your butthole. Or as engaging and embracing. Yeah, I said it. I said it. Okay? I'm not taking it back either. You can't make me. You're not my boss. Well below, there is not a list. And I'm going to make a video that's going to show all the hidden titles and where to get them. That's what we're talking about. Because there's a handful. You're not my real stepdad. Oh, God. Hell no. So it's not really worth AFKing here. But there's two things you can get from farming this, okay? And this is what I wanted to go over. Okay, there's two things you can get. These right here are Primo Supremo. If you do not have Remove Greater Curse on your character combination, you can get these. These used to be lore. They're not anymore. And guess what? You can get these and you can just click it. They have 10 They have 10 charges. And you can just use this to make a build that was otherwise crap because it couldn't cure curses. So it would get slowed or whatever would happen. It would be poopy. Instead, you can just use this. You can just use this. Hi, wife. What's going on? Are you snotting on your mom? Are you a good boy? Are you best boy? Yeah, my pug is best boy. He's a good dog. Ain't nobody gonna hold my dog down. That's all I'm saying. Ain't nobody gonna hold him down. There you go. Here's a boss. Snotty pug. Listen. All right? He's gonna snot. It's okay. It's all right. He's a good boy. Yep, especially when he's snotting on his mom. Then he's best boy. Yeah. I've got a YouTube I got to share about pugs from Salmonella University. Whoa, what's going on, Zachary? How you doing, baby? Free advertisement here. Guy asking, where can I go to find BIS stuff? Ooh, there you go. Another fungus-covered vial. Got it. Doing well, man. Doing well. Busy. Always busy. We're doing sort of a short stream today because I want to do some videos. In fact, actually, if anybody off the top of their head, if anybody has any other video ideas, I've got a bunch of shorts that I'm going to do. And then I'm going to try and do a couple of other things as well. I actually just may have landed a contract deal for doing video editing, which is pretty exciting. It's not gaming related at all, but it's kind of cool. I haven't had to do like an interview or anything like that in a really long time. And we did that today, and that was exciting. The only shorts I want to see is the one full of fat ass. Whoa, Nick, Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, we it's I mean, it's looking good. Apparently they used another video editor for a really long time, and they got a little too expensive for their liking, and so they're kind of moving on or trying to find someone else. Pretty exciting opportunity, honestly. Once it's all done and completed, I might be able to talk about it, but it's kind of a niche thing, and it's kind of a like security thing. Okay, got my first fungus covered vial. There you go, Nick. Hell yeah, baby. You can check raid loots or man. Never get them on my solo self-bound. Really? You never get them? I get them all the time. The other item that drops here that is worth some money. This is one of the other reasons. Actually, let's look at these. How much are these worth? So, okay, look at how much the vials are worth, guys. Look at how much the vials are worth. 4,000, 5,000 a pop. Okay. And then there's another thing here called the skull-shaped wand, which is really good. If you have an incaster in your build, this is actually a really insane. It procs Ice Comet. It's really, really good. It has a 20 delay. So for my warrior, necro, shaman, this is actually articulably like one of the more better, more gooder. If you are like constantly pressing Rage of Rallozek, this is actually really good. It's more DPS than the Kelp-Hilted Mace. But it doesn't have any side stats. And the Kelp-Hilted Mace actually does more damage when you're doing Mighty Strike. But if you're just doing Rage of Rallozek, this does more. Just something to think about. A little idea. And you can see it sells for 10K, 15K, 22K, 30K. You know what I'm saying? So if you want that, if you want to make some money, I'm so lost at the moment. So I'm lost. Why are you lost? Stream and Chef, don't be lost. Don't do it. Doing Plane of Air, and I can't seem to get the avatars to spawn. Okay, so Plane of Air, let's see. Are you able to, like, you can't navigate the map. So Plane of Air, are you doing the islands? First of all, I hope that they should already be spawned. Are you doing non-respawning? Yes, I know. Not sky, air. Are you doing the you're in a non-respawning? Okay. So there are islands, okay? You cross these little translucent bridges to go in between the islands. On the island, you have to kill every single creature on the island, and then it'll spawn a boss, or it'll trigger an event. And then you do that event, you complete that event, and that will spawn the corresponding avatar. I'm just saying this because I want to verify that you understand how that process works and how that whole thing happens. Once you do that, then the avatar becomes targetable. The avatar should be in there and just shouldn't be targetable when you go into their rooms. Is that what you're dealing with? Like, is it a bug? Like, are you dealing with a problem, or are you dealing with okay. All right. Interesting. Nope, don't remember that. Air and sky are the same place. One and the same. Just kidding. They're not. They're not one and the same at all. I shouldn't say that out loud, because what's going to happen is all the commenters on the YouTube are going to tell me what an idiot I am for saying such things. Give me the engagement analytics. Bring it on. Bring it on, fat boy. There's no avatar even there, then something's bugged. I got a bone collar of the possessed. Hot. Ooh, there we go. We got another possessed battle master. So if you play this build or you play any pet build and you need to like level up items and stuff, like this guy, honestly, his gear is freaking total crap. But if you want to, and you have interest in leveling things up, which this guy really, really needs to do, apparently. Unholy Lord. Good gravy. Does he have a single legendary? Like, okay, there we go. We've got a couple legendary items. These should be legendary. This, maybe. Yeah, okay. Oh, talisman. So, I mean, he's got a lot of items to level. But with a lot of items to level. Oh, hey, speaking of bone collar of the possessed. Clicky clarity. Hot. But what you do is you take your mage epic, which you better have a mage epic. If you don't have a mage epic, go get it. Okay. With your mage epic, you run around, you keep his taunt on, and you just run and you aggro everything. And upon aggroing, he's going to taunt, and he'll just continuously taunt everything back to him, and he'll just trash it. And if you want to make yourself a real beast, keep him with the Palladius. If you have other pets, give the other pets like PBAOE spawning stuff. So Fagard Bladecatcher or Talwar, stuff like that, which will proc, you can do Painbringers, whatever. Like give them weapons that are going to proc AoEs and just watch them win. Bone-bladed scimitar of the Battlemaster, hot. Real quick, guys, I do wanna go over this. Anybody else? Any recommendations for videos? Any recommendations for videos you guys would like to see? Oh man, these weapons also sell for a lot. That's 150 plat. Boonk. The grime covered and filth covered and banana covered. Wait, banana covered. Maybe that's not one. Fun stuff like this is fun. Yeah. Well, so I would love to like I would love to put things in here. So this is going to be, I think this might be one of my money making tips. Like if you need to make money, you can come here and do this. Fashion glamours, but junky gear worth converting. That actually could be fun. That could be one we did with Nerd Navigator too. He's the glam boy. Hell yeah. Cool. He's glam boy. Yeah, he's glam boy. Nerd Navigator's the dirty little glam boy. What's going on, Glarnock? How you doing, baby? Glarnock, we're trying to come up with videos. So we've got a video. We're gonna do a short video for hidden titles on THJ. We're gonna do a short video, money making tips and tricks. We're gonna do a short video for items that make life easier. Tribute and you. A tribute story for a tribute. Tips and tricks to kill Zeb. So like things like how to use Mortal Coil, how to use the frog, how to like prioritize and use like little side wiener tricks, clever uses of gameplay, if you will. Paths, progression paths for Slay Undead, how to play Call of Duty, an EverQuest story, and fun glamours. Be shiny. So I've noticed no straight up Q&As anymore. There's nothing to Q&A. Stream and Chef. We've run out of things to Q&A. Like what I don't know what is there to Q&A anymore. You know what I mean? With no movement, pure tone block sign. That's a good idea. That's a really good point. There's really not a whole lot that's going on that we're able to really ask questions about anymore, right? Like, we've reached this point in the game, this point in place, point in time, where it doesn't really make sense. I should do you suggestions for the glam one. Glarnock, if you want to, dude. Seriously, we can talk. If you want to chip in or work with me on some of these, that's great too. No bone blade, legendary bone bladed scimitar. Let's see. So that's what we've got so far. I'm trying you, DM you. Fucking phone. All right. He's gonna do me. He said he's gonna do me. Matter of fact, actually, I do feel like that's we should where's the thing here? We needed to go in here, and we're gonna highlight that, and we will also because I think that it is a very important message that everyone needs to see and share. We'll go ahead and pin that too. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. That works for me. Does that work for everybody else? Great. Yeah. Now we know that Glarnock is gooning out to my streams. Now we know. Gooners unite. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Lurkers! Yep. Yeah, it's true. It's true and real. So yeah, Stream and Chef, I don't know, like, if you guys have any other insights into what you would like to see for the Q&As, like if there's other things that you think you would like to see for the Q&As, let me know. And we can come up with other ideas. I thought the last sort of Q&A, like we made the new characters and we twinked them out. We had 1,000 platinum to be able to twink them out. And we played the classes that Discord decided were the absolute worst possible classes we could play. We played those classes, twinked up 1,000 plat, and we just went nuts. And we started out in Soul B, and we killed Nagafin by the end of the night. These boots have Sal for just about all classes. Oh yeah, bone-studded boots, yep. I think there's charges on those though, right, Nick? That might be a good thing to note, even though, because if we get play modes at some point, just so you know, you probably won't get server buffs unless they change something between when I tested it and now, or if it someday releases. Yeah, it has 5 charges. Yeah, that's what I thought. There's actually there's a katana. I have no idea what that sound just was. Something just made a sound in my ears, and I have no idea what it was. I feel concerned. Did something just happen? Where even am I now? Combo? Is that what it is? Are they combo points? It was me! Oh, combo started. Dude, okay. All right. Those are weird. Thank you so much, Well Below, for starting the combo. Combo breaker! Yeah. Look at that. Oh, combo ended. Weird. Okay. Cool. 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 Can you guys think of anything else you'd like to see for, like, in place of the Q&As? Is there anything that you guys can think of that would be fun, interesting, entertaining? I have some other ideas of, like, community stuff that we could do. I would like to... I don't know. I feel like at this point, like, if people were taking time away from the game to, like, wait until some type of outcome occurred, I feel like we've exceeded the time. Like, we've hit this point where, is it really even going to get shut down? Whoa, combos. Glarnock with the combo points. Thank you so much, baby. Also, those don't show up in my notification thing. You have 1 minute left to join combos. Whoa. What? Whoa. Whoa. They're combos. I'm a trade skill nerd, so would love to find a way to find missing undiscovered crafts. Gradix, have you seen the undiscovered stuff? What the crap? What is it? What is it? We just hit level 2? What is happening? What is going on my stream right now? Are you guys seeing the chat, like, have, like, weird little dudes on it and stuff? Yeah, dude, exactly. I was like, wait a minute. What is going on right now? Who even am I? What the hell, dude? I've never actually seen any of these. Combo level 4 achieved. Holy crap. Glarnock, thank you so much. We've just got cats exploding everywhere. Oh, wait, Glarnock's not the only one. My God. We've got kitties. There's titties everywhere. There's titties. Whoa. Whoa. Holy Christ. I don't know. I don't know. Feelorn, thank you so much for the Prime. Appreciate you. That was pretty dope. These seem abusable. Yeah, well, that's... I mean, let's be frank. That's why they exist. It's the whole concept. Like, TikTok did it first, right? Where they did the little GIFs or whatever, like the tap things. Meanwhile, Well Below is gonna spam me with one biddy. Abuse that. Suck it, Trebek. Little biddies. Little biddies all over the place. Good gravy. F. Yep. Failure. Failure. Oh. Jesus. Mary and Joseph. Freaking notifications. Oh my God. What the fuck is your clean shaving? What is this? Hiss? Odor. This is not clean shaven. Oder, we had to shave it all off because we raised all this money for charity. We raised tons and tons of cash. Fat stacks. Glarnock with the 7 biddies. Oh, well, I guess that's good then. Yeah, we raised $6,500. And as a result, I had to dress and drag, shave my eyebrows off, and I shaved chops into my beard for a long time. And then when I went to go do the drag thing, I had to shave, all of my facial hair off. We did that. It was crazy. It was crazy. Dang, man. What a crazy cheer combo ended times 102, level 5 achieved. Thank you so much, Klarnock. Bleached my butthole too, yeah. Definitely did that. That was so well below and I could hang out later, Do dirty things, fun things, illicit things. That was also for charity. Was helping the special needs kid. This was a bad time to tune in. New ad, what's going on? Welcome. It was a bad time or it was a great time. It was the best time ever. Sometimes you just got to tune in and you got to enjoy. You just take it all in. You said it was because you liked me. I do like you. Genuinely. I do like you. But sometimes, compared to my wife, you're punching down. You know what I'm saying? There is a saying out there somewhere where you're supposed to cheat down or something. I can't remember exactly what it is. But if you cheat down, it doesn't count. Something to that extent. I forget what the saying is though. Oh, we've got the warmonger. Come on. He doesn't have a skull-shaped wand. The old poop hole loophole. You mean that song? F me in the A if you love Jesus. Yeah, I've heard that too from my friend who's been divorced 8 times. Yeah, dude, I don't know. There's yeah, I don't know. What do you even say to people who do that? Video fact needs updating too, probably. So Glarnock, it's funny that you say that. I want to update that video really bad. The problem is, and you guys don't know this, and Kata and Aporia would probably kill me for telling you this. If/when play modes come out, there's a lot of things that will be changing. A lot of things. Shh. Our little secret. Don't tell your parents, okay? Between you. Bro, there's so many things. It is crazy how much stuff was going to come out 2 weeks before they got sued. I just got a stage complete flash on the screen. Nice. Play modes will never happen now. I sort of wish this would be over one way or another. Glarnock, I don't think you're the only one. I think that there's lawsuit fatigue, right? Let's call it lawsuit fatigue. I think that a lot of people are very over the process and it sucks, I think that a lot of people are really kind of struggling with it. Coming to some type of meaningful conclusion would be great. But I will say the longer this goes on, the less and less likely I believe that it will turn into a bad thing. I think that it's way more likely the longer it goes on that things won't get shut down. The roadmap vid from a couple months back was impressive. Hope we get case closure soon. Yeah, Gradix, no joke. Even if agreement came to fruition and they were allowed to continue, they won't allow THJ to innovate anymore. Odor, it all depends, man, because depending on how this all happens, like depending on how the judge rules and how this plays out, seriously, in all honesty, if THJ is negotiating from a place of power, there could be a very different movement forward with a lot of things. But it all depends on how it plays out. That's all. Just started a pal Monk War, trying to twink him out appropriately since I maxed. Let me take a look real quick, Drat still. I think that one's mostly up to date. That's a whole nother thing. I actually had that open earlier. I was poking around at it, trying to identify stuff that I need to go through and look at. But let me take a look. Let's take a look. It's in a book called Warmonk Paladin. Let's see. Signet of Might, Signet of the Arcane, good. Face Guard of Frenzy, Caller of Catastrophe, good. Celestial Cloak, good. Felix Cord of Velocity, good. Sharkbone, good. Intricate Warrior Figurine, good. Moss Encrusted Bands, good. Helm of Flowing Time, Trident's Chestplate, Nobility. Arm Guards of the Brood, Earthen Bracers, Greaves, Racks. Boots of Despair. You could, if you wanted to, you could change the Boots of Despair to Rax's boots, but I wouldn't. I don't think it's necessary. Hopebringer, Shield of Mar, Bow of Tempest. That all looks good. Theoretically, you could change all of the Daiku Augs to egg capsule, Froglock egg capsules, or you could also change them to yeah. What the hell are they? Shazar skin gems? Lizard skin gems? Does the ring event have different levels? It has phases, and it gets harder as it goes on. Every 5 waves, you fight a boss, and then it gets a little harder. THJ all the way. What's up? What's the latest? There's really no updates. Just waiting. You know, playing the waiting game, unfortunately. I did get my new character, They Break Games, name changed. Yeah. So, like, I know it seems funny, and I know people are, like, again, dealing with, like, lawsuit fatigue for the server. It really doesn't help. Like, it doesn't help the server when people are, like, acting like kind of dinguses in the Discord and stuff, because they're literally looking at that stuff. And if they consider, like, and this isn't happening, and by no means is anyone saying this or otherwise. However, if they said something like there was a harassment campaign because players were writing, like, particularly grotesque and bad things about the staff members at Daybreak, that could represent in court very poorly. And so while it seems funny and it seems goofy and everybody's like, man, I wish there was more comment, instead I'm going to make a grotesque joke about some staff member that works there, you're really actually probably creating a circumstance in which it's going to go the other way. And people don't really care because they're not necessarily as invested, but it's not a good look. Not great. I do kind of wish, and this is kind of critical of Aporia and Kat a little bit, but I do wish that they would police that a little more. I think that at the end of the day, they need to knuckle down on some of that stuff a little more. But that's just my opinion. I am not a lawyer. I am not a part of THJ. You know, it's kind of is what it is. Okay, I'm in the second phase, I guess. Nice. You'll start to notice these guys start spawning as, like, different things, too. You want to know what else is in good look? BS and drag. Screw off. I was beautiful. I was the sexiest lady you ever saw. And you saying otherwise is bullcrap. Yeah. You anal. We know. Listen. Glarnock. You anal too. Okay? Okay, nice tits. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, that was really nice. Those were nice words. What? What? Why are you giving me dirty looks? Guys, shh, we can't talk about my wife now. She's paying attention. Just pretend like she can't hear. While I don't like it, Daybreak Games technically had to do this. If you don't defend copyright, you lose it supposedly. Oder, that's not true. That's trademark. There's no statute of limitations or anything. Well, there actually is a statute of limitations on on copyright, but it's very like it's years, you know. It's a long time. And you have to prove that they knew about it within a certain window, and like it's messy. The whole thing's messy. I know I'm not a lawyer as well. Just pulled a crucible out of Zagany's skirt. Whoa! Damn, dude. Grats. Yeah, trademark is the thing that if you don't defend, you lose it. But it also becomes harder to defend the longer period of time that you go without prosecuting, or not prosecuting, but suing or pursuing copyright issues. Christ, I got a Legio Preserve Bone Talon. Someone has it on Bazaar for 1 million plat. There you go. Fuck yeah. I have no idea what that is. What is a crucible? Crucible is the item that you need to craft all of the sleeper augments. You take all of them and put them in the crucible, and you create a... this character doesn't have one. I was just thinking about it. You create a prismatic scale of the elements, which is basically like almost all of the prismatic scales lumped into one scale that goes into your primary, secondary, or ranged item. Oh, you do also like anal, Oder? You also do like anal? Hot. I get it. Let's see here. I don't even know where I should start putting my points now. This ability gives you an alternate spirit of the wound, channels the energy of the woodland spirits, concentrated energy, blah, blah, blah. First rank heals. We don't really care about that. We're kind of down to, like, not really a lot left. Edict of Command, I guess, we could get. We could do the elemental form Earth. I don't know. We're kind of in a weird spot now, where there's not a lot of stuff to get. Replenish Companion. That's a heal. This is a damage cooldown. Find a better change than vials being made not lore. I'll wait. Find a better change. Okay, Glarnock, were you playing Lucklin when they lowered the health of the mobs in Vexthal? Were you playing Velius when they lowered the hit points of the mobs in TOV? Were you playing... TOV was messy originally. It is kind of humorous, not to say that it's right or wrong now, but like when Classic was out and we were farming like Plane of Hate, like it was going out of style, and the XP was so terrible that you got like 90 AA an hour and you were like considered some kind of god among men. That's where Malik got a majority of his AA too, by the way. That boy was a goddamn psychopath. What about when pets got pet bags? Because they haven't had pet bags since day one. What about... Man, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of, like, what other... They weren't great over time. They weren't great over time, like, doing... they were messy, but not the worst. I was playing Claremont Burr for a while, and he used to be super OP. Yeah, have you tried your energy powder? I did. I had some today. I could have taken a nap. In advanced.gg, get you some. Look, it's in the bottom there. It's in the bottom. It's in there. It tastes like sugar. Even though there's not really a lot of sugar in it. It tastes like sugar. So I'm guessing if I reread the label, it's going to say something like aspartame up the balls or something. It's not on purpose. Nobody wants to bring it up, Dr. Atstill. Nobody wants to bring up the issue because Kata is likely to nerf Mortal Coil the second he gets access to it. So everybody just kind of leaves it alone because damn well know the second that somebody messes with Mortal Coil, it's getting clipped. The balls are coming off that baby. It's wicked strong later on. Wicked strong. Oh my, what the fuck, Glarnock? Dude. Jesus Christ, where did you get all this glamour? Holy good gravy, dude. That's a lot of glamour. That's a lot of damage. Oh, you scared me. I didn't know what happened. Yeah, dude, I freaked out. Yeah. I don't know what the Mortal Coil thing is fine in moderation. Studies about cancer in rats was flawed. I've heard this from multiple credible sources. I don't deny that or doubt that. It's a really funny thing. Hot take here, okay? Hot take. Should we pull up a paint and black out the background and I can draw on it like I'm Pirate Software? Hot take here. It's really funny because we've all come to this like really exciting term, which is like, I follow the science or I believe in the science or whatever, but like science is so abundantly flawed at this point. Like, I just try to be reasonable and I try to make sense of the world as it stands. And I try to move about as though the things that make sense. And if I think that there's like no benefit to like consuming something like aspartame, whether it causes cancer or not, like, I can tell you this, if you consume much aspartame, that it might give you the poos. It does that. Bullets are not fine in moderation. Sure they are. As long as you get... Listen. Nick, where's Dean? Actually, Omni knows too. He plays roulette all the time. When you spin the thing and there's not many bullets in there, you live. Sometimes you live a lot. Okay? So, just saying. It all depends on the circumstance. See? Omni lives. Not enough bullets. Yeah. No. But the bullet piece is only a problem when you get... I mean, what happens if you get hit in the shirt or the hat? All right, so no other video ideas. We have no other video ideas. Timed out Glarnock. Bye, Glarnock. Deuces, Glarnock. Take it easy, buddy. I plan on consuming chill and not so much moderation over the next 3 days. Hell yeah. Glarnock clapped himself. Hey, sometimes you gotta. You know what I'm saying? There was too many bullets in that gun. The deer hunter for the first time, fucking brutal. Yeah. There's some crazy ones out there. What's going on, Gore? How have you been? What's new with you? What is new with you? Nah, man. Glarnock just spent all the bullets. Okay? Glarnock just spent all the bullets, so no more bullets for you. Is it known how many phases? It'll literally, Nick, if you just keep going, it'll just start over again. There are 5 phases of 5. So it's 5 times, or 5, what is it? 5 squared? I think it's 5 squared. Because it's like you kill 5 bosses, then it spawns a boss. And then you kill 5 bosses, and then it spawns a boss. You do that 5 times, and you spawn a boss, like the biggest boss. And then it restarts, and it's like a little bit harder. Like you notice, like this one's actually a little bit more difficult. Also, he's way freaking. Come here. Come over here. Come over here. Come here, warlord. I want to loot you. I want you way out there doing your weird stuff. Yeah, you see, this guy's actually a little harder. He's actually doing some damage. He's actually got some health. He's not really dying all that fast. Suck my doppelgangers. Host, servant. He gave me a shitty earring. Well, crap. Look at all the bees. Look at all the bees. Look at them all. So many bees. Wait, who do you have pets that con red to you? They all con red. This is a druid pet. This is a enchanter pet. And this is a mage pet. They all con red. Oh man, I got an earring too. Earring of fond memories. Guys, it's about the friends we made along the way. Yeah. This should have been a goddamn skull-shaped wand, but instead it was crap. And I want my money back. What zone? Blizz, we're in the Acrylia Ruins right now. Or no, Acrylia Caverns, not the ruins. We're in the caverns. Yeah. We're doing the Ring of Fire event, where we stand here and things spawn and we kill them, and then we collect fat loot. Like these really amazing cure all the curses. Cures all your curses right there. Boom, boom, boom. 10 charges. So if you don't have a curse cure, you can put this on a character without a curse cure, and you can cure those horrible, horrible slows. Fire, killing, loot. Sounds like a good time. What's going on, Trezito? How you doing? All in good fun. All a good time. Trezito. Okay, actually, let's hit this again, because we're ending stream a little early tonight because I want to do some videos. But I would like to discuss... Ooh, the ice cream truck is outside. Squirrel. We're going to be doing some videos here. These are shorts, okay? So these are short videos. Short content videos. Hidden titles. Outlining all the hidden titles on the server and how to get them. The only prereq is that you get here and you stay in the circle. You have to live in the circle. Glarnock, what the crap? Glarnock just one-upped himself twice. What the Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Okay. So yeah, you just have to stay in this and it'll trigger. And classic, if we survive the lawsuit, I came to THJ a little late. That old school, that might not be a terrible idea. I'm not sure how a lot of people would feel about that, but I don't know. Maybe. So we've got the hidden titles where you go over all the titles and how to get them and where to get them. You notice these guys are spawning a higher level now. See how they're spawning even con as opposed to before when they were spawning blue. Money making tips and tricks. Items that make life easier, clicky items. Tributes and you, a tribute to tributes. Tips and tricks to kill Zeb. Progression path for Slay Undead. How to play Call of Duty and EverQuest short. Fun glamours to farm. Can you think of any other like short videos or like short form content that would be cool and interesting and fun? Short form, long form, any kind of content that would be interesting, new and interesting, fun ideas. God damn you people banning yourself. What the crap? This is why we can't have nice things. Actually, the XP is actually starting to improve a little bit here. Oh, God. Nick, you forgot the exclamation point. There it is. Nope, missed. You missed. You missed. Resources for items and quest info. Okay, JDoc, can you outline like what you mean by that? Goodbye, HD Dean. Great googly moogly. Like, what do you... Can you get into, like, what exactly you mean? Class-specific guides. So, Biz, when you say class-specific guides, are you talking about, like, individual class? Like, this class does X, and this class does Y, and this class does A, and this class does B. Is that what you're looking for? Zebkilla was 42 when I started the ring event. Now I'm 52. So I wanted to make that video a while back, and Aporia was like, don't make that video. I want to sit down with you and talk to you about that. And I was like, cool. And then it never happened. Yeah. Yep. So, like, if you bring a necromancer, right? You get a pet. You get pet AAs. You get taps, which are called recourses. You also get access to some really, really nice damage shields. People don't really think about that, but you get actually access to some nice damage shields. You get access to a damage shield AA. You get AAs that increase your dot chances and your dot damage. If you bring a druid, you get a reverse healing shield called the reptile spell. Oh, we finished our back slot. Yay. Let's see. What should we level up next? Shawl of Eternal Force, maybe? Maybe? Let's see. Sandals of Empowerment. We could level those up. Pants of Furious Might. I don't even know. Are those the best things to use, really? We'll put those in. Let's see. What other fun little doohickeys could we get into? My God, Glarnock, you calm down with your guns. I'd love to see the best A's to get first. So, Lawn Dog, I have thought about doing that, and I actually made like a short little guide about that at one point. The problem becomes that, like, I mean, I guess you could do it for every class, right? I guess you could just do it for every class. Like, these are the top 10 AAs for Necromancer. These are the top 10 AAs for Paladin. These are the lives of the rich and famous. Thinking of trying War Monk Beast combo, but it seems like it would struggle on long boss fights. Yeah. Agreed. I think that it can probably do Zeb, but it would probably take unique circumstances to do Zeb. Like, I think it might be one of those things where you get to Zeb and you get the right combination of spawns, and Zeb is really easy. You go to Zeb and you get the wrong combination of spawns and you die like a little baby back, B word. A baby back bird. A baby back female dog. Bye, Nick. God dang, you guys are just running off. But there's always some that are just good for everything, like planar power. Yeah, but like, here's the thing. You already know that planar power is really good. Although I will say, anybody who tells you that getting CA and CS first, they're just wrong. They're just wrong. You do never. I cannot think of a situation in which I would get CA and CS first in any build. I want to see you do SK Druid Neck. I heard it's an absolute monster of all content. Old school gamer, I have it, right? First 300? Some builds. Some builds, maybe. First 300? I would say first 1,000, maybe? Maybe? Yeah. He's a halfling. He's a halfling, old school. We should, you know what? What is my problem? I need to get my shit together, guys. Oh. All right. That one. I need to redo that one. I need to redo, or I need to do, what is it? Ranger, Warrior, Beast Lord. Last combo. And then we could do one for Shadow Knight, Necro, Druid. Last combo guide. All right, cool. Bam. Awesome. Video ideas? Are these shorts? I can do shorts or long-form content, Glarnock. About Saru. Maybe a vid on him. Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that idea. So, sleep. Actually, okay, question. Let me ask you guys. If I did... Never mind. I was going to say, if I did one video that outlined each boss, like if I did one video and it had Sleeper, Saru, and Zeb. Or I could do 3 videos and do Sleeper for one, Zeb for another, Saru for another. I think I'm going to do 3 videos. You've never seen Saru or Zeb yet? Oh, baby. Do I think SK Druid Necro kills bosses faster than SK Shaman Rogue? Faster. No, probably not faster. But it's a hell of a lot more stable, and it has there's a lot more survivability. Do the MC strat for the Zeb one, please. Actually, Efald, I was thinking about putting that in tips and tricks to kill Zeb. The Mortal Coil strat. Do I think Reptile needs tuning? No, I don't. I don't think so. I'm like, yeah, no. That's all you get. No, Reptile is really strong. I think it's one of the things that makes Druid absolutely nuts. Matter of fact, Reptile and Bees make Druids like mind-blowingly good. They have really slow cast normal heals though. They have this like Druid is only slightly slower than Cleric in healing, like regular heals. But because they have Reptile, they're really, really strong. Like, it's a really, really strong ability. Reptile brings a lot of really, like, just balanced fighting to the table, because you can literally just sit there and freaking, you know, every time you get hit, it heals you, and it has charges, and if you're smart, you're casting it on yourself early, so when you go into a fight, if you burn through the charges too quickly or you're fighting something crazy, you can just cast it on yourself again relatively quickly. It's really good. It's definitely one of the strongest mechanics in the game. It's one of the reasons if you use Mortal Coil along with Reptile from the Druid, and then you also use Cascade of Decay from the Necromancer, which heals you, mind you, plus you can also cast a Recourse spell, you're like nigh unkillable. Like, I don't think there is anything currently in the game that can put your dick in the dirt. Like, it just doesn't... There's so much healing that's happening there that I don't think there's anything that can stop that. And that's why, like, I don't think it kills faster than Shadow Knight Shaman Rogue, but I think it's vastly more survivable. Like, it has so many tricks. Now, granted, the slow coming out of the Shaman, the regen coming out of the Shaman, the life taps coming out of the Shadow Knight, the Mortal Coil coming out of the Shadow Knight means that that's also really good. I personally do not like the Mortal Coil, like, you know, like fancy use of game mechanics, essentially. I'm not a person, I never, like, I think I did it once just to show how you do it. I never drag NPCs from any of the other, like, parts of the zone and bring them to the thing. It's level 60, Nick. No, it's 60. I think I even have it on this character, actually. Wind of the Desert, Mala... Is this it? No, Breath of Karana. Yeah, there it is. Aspect of the Reptile. 60. No wand yet? Yeah. Same. Same. You know what the worst part is? When we were doing testing before Luckland came out, my first 2 times testing this event, I got 2 legendary wands. I was so pissed. I was like, God dang it. Mother-loving, baby-making, son of a bear. But yeah. So, aspect of the reptile is really, really, really good. Like I said, Shadow Knight Necro Druid becomes busted with that. That's a really good point, too, though. I actually appreciate that you made that comment about Mortal Coil. I should include that, basically, in all Shadow Knight videos. Afternoon, Cronenberg. What's going on? How you doing? What's new with you? We actually have a short stream, and we're supposed to be ending the stream like 13 minutes ago, but we were talking about video ideas. So actually, I don't even think I wrote those down because my brain got all juji fruited. So let's see. Saru guide, Sleeper guide, Zebuk Saruk guide. Cool. I had today off and I made a bold move and rearranged the living room. See how the wife likes it when she gets home. Oh, dude. All right. Oh, God. This guy's got some health. I'm a little bit of a people pleaser myself. What? 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 All right. I don't talk to my wife about this, and she's heckling me in the background right now. But what I do is sometimes I'll like rearrange stuff crazy. Like Cronenberg, thank you so much for the sub. Or I'll clean something, and then like my wife gets home and she doesn't comment on it, and it literally breaks my heart into a million pieces. I pretty much die inside. Yeah, it's true. It's true. She is. Yeah. Yep. Does anybody have that, what is it, Celine Dion song? In the eyes of an angel. Oh, wait. For just $1 a day, you too can keep... Wait, what are these gloves? Gauntlets of the Cleansed Circle. Ooh, hot. We talked about it a few years ago. Oh, nice. Damn, there's none of them on the bazaar. Maybe we could sell them for unrealistic amount of monies. Sarah McLachlan, not Celine. Oh my God, you're right. Yes, that is Sarah McLachlan. Jesus Christ. I'm getting my late... Oh, they just respawned. So I think we're starting the event again. I was deep cleaning the area, so I had everything moved around, so I put back different. I need more time in the day. Bro, crazy situation. Crazy situation. I don't care what side of politics you're on. Like, I don't want to see that happening to anybody. I don't want to see that happening to anybody. Really, really unfortunate situation. And I hope that he gets out of it. I hope that... How big are these loot tables? So the guy who drops the skull-shaped wand actually has a really... dude, he did die? Oh, shit. I did not see that he died. I just saw I was in critical condition. Fuck, dude. That sucks. You know the worst part of that is because now what's going to happen is that is going to be weaponized, and then someone else is going to go out and do something else really stupid. And like nobody's going to win in that situation. Alternate leveling paths, I wish they got to release the zone revamp changes, opening low-level Kunark Lucklin zones to all players regardless of progression. Believe it or not, that wasn't exactly what they were going to do. But yeah. Yeah, it just becomes tit for tat, right? Eye for an eye, everyone goes blind, something to that extent. I don't know, man. That's really unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. We can do like leveling guides though. They haven't caught the guy either. Really? I didn't know. I actually, so a full disclosure, I only learned about this right before I went live on stream. And the story that I read said he was in critical condition. Didn't say that he had passed or anything. That's really unfortunate. I don't know, guys. Like, having worked in criminal justice and like having seen a lot of the stuff from both sides, I try to listen to everything, even stuff that just seems unbelievably uncredible. I'm not saying like I take all of it to heart. I'm just saying like I try to listen to at least try to understand where people are coming from. And I got to tell you, like, we've gotten so polarized as a culture. It's absolutely crazy. I don't know how we like somehow like get back together, or we somehow like rebuild from here. I like, it's crazy to think about. It's really heavy. It's really heavy. Didn't believe in empathy, showing him any would be against his wishes. I mean, that's his prerogative, not necessarily mine. I don't know. I just think that, I think at the end of the day, like, that's a meme going around. Don't think his family feels that way. Yeah. I mean, I don't think a lot of people, it's a shitty situation. And that's kind of what I'm talking about, is like, that's the thing. There's already a meme going around about how he died. Like, guys, like, it's cool to make sick memes and joke around about shit, but like, is it still funny like when something happens to you, or like something terrible happens directly to you? Would you consider this build you're doing to be better than Petcock? Yeah, this is just a different blend of Petcock. You could do class synergy shorts. Yeah, that's not a bad one, Dean. Yeah, Lost Hub, it's definitely way more interesting. You have access to this build right here. You have access to a lot of dots. You have access to doppels. You have access to charm. You have access to aspect of reptile. You have a butt ton of dots, which do absolutely crazy damage. You have the mage pet. You can charm the frog in Plane of Time. You can, you have illusions of grandeur. You have the doppels. I mean, you can literally stack like 3 rows of dots on something. It's absolutely crazy. It is mage, enchanter, druid. Bees. Yes, you also get bees. True. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I don't think anybody wins in these circumstances where this kind of thing happens. I just don't think it's like a positive thing for anything. Because if, like, even if you stand on the opposite side of Charlie Kirk, which is fine, like, that's your prerogative, but like, if you don't think that somebody feels equally in the opposite direction and is probably going to like make it a goal to do something terrible, like somebody else is going to get hurt as a result, and that is not like, it's just not going to be good. It's not going to have a good outcome. It's not, it's a lot of people are like really excited. They're like, yeah, that's what we need as a revolution. And those people have no bloody idea what they're talking about. I would argue that people who are like, we need a revolution, have never been involved in true interpersonal violence and have never really seen what people are capable of doing. Because if we had a revolution, some real bad stuff would happen, and that sucks. Yep, I'm going to leave it up all stream. Other pet classes, and they gave all pet classes some sort of mit buff. Yeah. The problem is you cap. As long as you take 2 pet classes, you cap your mitigation. Druid has some weird stuff, although. Like, Druids... Hold on, let me look at Druid's pet buff. Because the Druid one has, like, some weird... It's not the same as the other ones. AC. Decrease melee mitigation by 10%. Whereas these aren't accurate, so I don't know if I would trust this. I might want to look it up on like EQDB. Yeah, so there's 10%, there's 20%. Don't pull a VV and get something nerfed. Don't worry. I'll tell you something later, Glarnock. In our off-stream hot sex talk. I mean, let's see. Pet. So that's... Oh, and then the enchanter doesn't actually have a buff, so... That is a weird aspect there, is you don't really have... It's a 10% too. I don't know. Strength 20, 45, 26, yeah. And then let me look at the pets themselves. Savage Spirit, yeah. He means cyber. Oh, cybersecurity? Yeah. Cybersecurity. Yes, yeah. Wrath of the Wild, but you also get the damage shield too. The group damage shield is absolutely busted. Dude, Nick, what the crap? You guys are obsessed with this freaking Russian roulette. Holy Lord. All right. Last chance. Any other video ideas? The last one I got, what was the... Oh, yeah. Class Synergy Guide. I heard SK Monk Beast has a glitch that makes your PP larger. Whoa. Is that a glitch, or is that just as intended? Yeah, there's the priests. We're starting to get the priests in here. The XP is actually moving okay. It's not great, like it's not godly or anything, but it's happening. We are seeing XP growth. My SK Rogue Beast is well hung. Really? Nice. What race are they? Are they a gnome? They're a gnome, aren't they? You can tell us. You can tell us, Mango. You struggled on Saru. Barb. Psh. Man, with the bunnies, this is actually kind of dumb. What else? Yeah, oh, Battlemaster. The only video I can think of would be best way to do progression, e.g. what gear to farm buy before each boss. Is making EOM guide too much right now? How to get them, White Con Plus, and the best use. So, Glarnock, I have avoided... There's another content creator who made a video... essentially on, like... I don't even know if I want to say this out loud, because I feel like putting it out in the world is kind of poopy. But there's another content creator who created a video, and the video outlines a process in which people can utilize to AFK, and people are using it, and they're also using it to farm EOM, and they're also using it for other illicit operations in the game. And I don't actually agree with doing that. I don't feel like it's good for the game, if that makes sense. I don't feel like it's good for the server. And I know that's kind of me standing a bit on a pedestal and deciding what's good for everyone else. And I don't really like that particular aspect of that call that I'm making. But I will say that people utilizing that methodology in order to essentially like cheat a system. Yeah. I mean, we could, man. I mean, more mobs mean more EOM. You know what? Actually, there are some ways we don't have to outline that guide, but I just don't want to, like, there's a lot of, first of all, I don't want to get involved in like the litigation stuff. They're not anything like Chrono, period. I don't know where the frick Daybreak gets off saying that they're basically Chrono, because they're not even, it's not even in the same like school of world. But they're not Chrono. They're not anything like Chrono. Yeah, they're just not anything like Chrono. But that being said, they oh, somebody's doing the thing again. Son of a bitch. Combos. Combo breaker. They're just not, you know, they don't do, like, you can use them for various different gear that you can only buy with EOM, but you can get EOM. EOM can be generated from within the game, which is completely different. And there's no like subscription to the server, so it's not like they actually have a preconceived monetary value. I think that that's a really dumb argument that they're making. It's a really uninformed and misleading argument. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there, like in Reddit and stuff, that are making posts and talking about that stuff, which is just crazy. You can only AFK farm at a slow pace. So, yeah. Yeah, let's go with that. All right. So we've got our guides now. And I'm going to say them one more time. If you guys have anything else you want to throw in here before I close up shop. Hidden titles, money-making tips and tricks, items that make life easier, tribute and you, tips and tricks to kill Zeb, progression path for Slay Undead, how to play Call of Duty, an EverQuest short, fun glamours to farm, class by class guide on what class brings what to the table, a Paladin Enchanter Wizard class combo guide, a Shadow Knight Rogue Shaman class combo update, Ranger Warrior Beast class combo guide, Shadow Knight Necro Druid class combo guide. Actually, you know what? And I'm going to throw another one in there too. Mag Drew class combo guide. And then Saru guide, a sleeper guide, a Zabuxaruk guide, a leveling guide, a synergy guide, and an EOM guide. 0 to Hero Zeb Killer video playthrough. Oh man, it would be so long, well below. I mean, we could do that, but it's pretty extensive. I feel like we've kind of already done that quite a bit though in VODs. But I suppose we could do it all in one place. Like I could clip it all together and make one video. You're not wrong, is what I'm saying. It's just my first thought behind it is like, who is gonna, like, what audience does that go to? Who's gonna actually watch the totality of that video or a possessed Underking? An Underking, you say? I killed Quarm with my pet build, but I can't even get close with my SK Rogue Warrior. I have the legendary shield and just can't get rid of the slows fast enough. No problems getting to Quarm. Suggestions. Okay. George? Or is it Jorge? Or is it George? Basically, what you're going to want to do, it's a bottom king. Aha, power bottom. So basically what you're going to want to do, because you have Shadow Knight in your build, you're going to want to either leave a couple of mobs up or when you kill Rallo Zek, instead of killing all of his ads right out the gate, kill him and leave some of the ads up. Then, when you're ready to do Quarm, aggro those ads and then run down to Quarm, and then while you're fighting Quarm, just kill one. And then again, while you're fighting Quarm, watch your you're gonna have a little buff in the window up here. Right up here. It's gonna look like a sky with like little stars in it. And that's your mortal coil. Okay. What you're gonna want to do is watch that. And when that timer gets low, you're gonna kill another ad. And then you're going to rinse and repeat. You're going to go through that process. And as a result of you doing that, you are going to, not only you're going to kill him, but you're going to, hang on. Sorry, I'm just going to jack this guy up. As a result of that, you're going to keep yourself alive and healed throughout that process. And then, yes, you're going to thunder click that shield. You're going to just sit there and you're going to spam it. Put it on your bar, like right in here, and you're just going to right-click the crap out of that thing until your freaking mouse button falls off. And yeah, it's really annoying. It is not a fun mechanic to go through. I think it's really terrible. It is what we have, unfortunately, and that's just the reality. In addition to that, when you go into fight Quarm, make sure you have Blade Guardian up. Okay, you're a warrior, so you have Blade Guardian. So when you go in, put Blade Guardian, like before you even encounter him, before you even get to him, put Blade Guardian up. 7 minutes will go by. You can actually have Blade Guardian buff on you, and you can be able to click it again. When you go in and he knocks you below 40% of your health, Blade Guardian will trigger. He won't be able to kill you for 30 seconds. Then, while that happens, you can just click Blade Guardian again, and you can have another 30-second buff after that. So you've then given yourself 60 seconds. And then, in addition to that, if you would like to, you can also, because you have, it was Warrior, Shadow Knight, Monk, right? I read that right? Where is that? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? No, SK Rogue Warrior. SK Rogue. Okay, so you don't have Monk. All the same. So you don't, instead of using 100 hands, like I was going to think you could use, actually, SK Rogue Warrior actually kind of sounds fun. But what I would do is I would use Mighty Strike during that time, and you could just hit Mighty Strike and just auto attack him. When you have Blade Guardian up, you're just going to crush him. And just what you should do is just focus on clicking that shield. Keep Quarm targeted, and just with your Blade Guardian up and with your whatchamadiggit there, with Mortal Coil. So you're going to trigger Mortal Coil. You're going to target Quarm. You're going to click Mighty Strike. Okay. You're going to click Vehement Rage. And then make sure that you're using Gut Punch, press the attack, Warlord's Fury, and he'll go down. You'll kill him. You'll junk him up. You can do Roar's weapon swap too. But I hate weapon swapping. I don't recommend anybody does it because I hate it. It's terrible. It's the worst up. It's the worst ever. Blade up and ready to clock again. Okay, so I have just spammed the heck out of that shield. Yeah, it's really not fun. It's not a fun mechanic, but it's the mechanic we have. Also, what the hell is up with EOMs rising in price? What happens? So the issue is that people are buying them out of the market and just keeping them. War Master's Mask of Battle, Divination 5%, all. Interesting. That's actually not a bad mask. Axe of the War Master. Whoa. That is not a bad axe. Holy crap. That's actually a really nice axe. It has a parry mod on it? What? It has a parry mod? Look at how good that axe is. That is insane. I'm actually going to loot that. That is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Holy cow, guys. Did we just complete it? I think we just finished it. I think we finished it. I think we beat it. I think that was the last guy. Yeah. Lower supply and people buying for glams. Also people gaining plat and nothing to spend it on with no new content. Yeah. Yes. Emblazoned Souls BP, best life tap rock. No Venom of the Snake on that. What the fuck? Failed. Fs. Well, boys and girls, we've got all our guides. I was going to end the stream early because I want to do some video editing tonight, and I don't want to go to bed ridiculously late because I have a bunch of business meetings tomorrow. So I love you all. You're all beautiful human beings. You're all amazing. Amazing. Let's see. Do we have any other THJ streamers going right now? THJ, Project Quorum. Wow, there's a lot of Project Quorum going right now. Holy crap. Man, where? Dude, EverQuest streaming is like not a thing right now. It's just not a thing. You're a big and stinky poo head? I don't want to be a big and stinky poo head. Dead by Daylight, Water Park Simulator. Ooh, ZBrushed is going. Co. Oscar, Tater. Grubby. Darkest Dungeon. Jesus Christ. Dude, what in the name of Jesus is going on here? Elspeth cough. Ooh. Ooh, Keston is on his new PC, but old internet, right? Oh, there we go. It's starting again. God damn. Let's see here. Swoosh Dragon. I'm going to raid you guys into a weird one. This is a super retro game player. I'm going to raid you over here. This guy, I actually met him because a bot stole his name and pretended to be him. And I ended up reaching out to him and being like, hey, man, there's a bot pretending to be you, like trying to scam people. We reported it. The bot got banned, whatever. But he ended up being a really cool guy. And he plays a lot of like old school games, like very, very old school, like Castlevania, Metroid kind of stuff. Just a really cool guy. So I'm going to raid you guys over there. Check it out. Definitely say hi. Let him know. Give him all the pug emotes. All the pug emotes. Raidy pug, pug raid. Give him the love. And let him know we over here in EverQuest are pretty cool kids, you know? Just saying. Just saying. Thank you guys so much for hanging out today. I'm going to get started on these videos. Hopefully I'm going to get actually a handful of these out because they're going to be short, so they shouldn't take too long to edit. But I love you all. Take it easy. Thanks for hanging out. We'll be back tomorrow, 4 p.m. I don't know what is going on with the Q&A tomorrow. So I don't really... Void and I don't really... I haven't talked to him in a while, so I have no idea. I don't know what's going on there. But I love you. Take it easy. See you tomorrow, 4 p.m.